What if I told you that the secret to achieving your biggest goals isn't about working harder or waiting for the right time, but about having a clear, actionable plan that guides you every step of the way? What if the difference between where you are now and where you want to be is not your ambition, but your ability to take the right actions consistently? Imagine this: you're ready to transform your life, but you're overwhelmed, not knowing where to start or how to break your goals into manageable steps. What if I told you there's a proven method that can help you not just plan, but execute with precision and focus, ensuring that every action you take brings you closer to success? Stick with me, because in the next 60 seconds, you'll discover the power of results coaching, a strategy that will help you stop planning and start achieving so you can unlock the success you've always dreamed of. Ready to make your vision a reality? Let's dive in. What if I told you that the secret to achieving anything you desire isn't in doing more, but in focusing on what truly matters, the results? What if I told you that your current habits and tasks are not the real drivers of success? It's your ability to clearly define the outcome you want and then align every action with that goal that will change everything. Imagine waking up every morning with a laser-focused mind, knowing exactly what you're working toward and why it matters. What if I told you that every step you take could be so intentional, so aligned with your vision, that success becomes inevitable? The truth is, many people spend their days being busy but not productive. They check off a long list of tasks but feel no closer to their actual goals. It's because they're focused on the process, not the outcome. But when you shift your focus to outcomes, your energy, your attention, and your actions naturally fall in line with what's truly important. The key isn't about doing more things, it's about doing the right things. What if today you stopped getting caught up in the details and started asking yourself, what is the outcome I'm truly after? When you start with that question, everything else changes. Your approach, your attitude, and your actions all align with the bigger picture. You stop wasting time on things that don't move you closer to your goals. Instead, you spend your time on things that directly impact the result you want. That's how true success is achieved. What if I told you that the key to making rapid progress isn't about doing everything at once, but about focusing on the most important actions that drive real results? What if I told you that multitasking isn't helping you, it's slowing you down? Most people think the key to success is getting more done, doing more tasks, handling more things. But what if I told you that true progress comes when you focus on what really matters and stop wasting energy on things that don't move the needle? Imagine this: you have a long list of things to do. You're overwhelmed, trying to juggle multiple tasks at once. What if you realize that you're scattering your energy, which is why you're not seeing the results you want? When you focus on a singular outcome, something powerful happens. You clear the distractions, you remove the clutter, and you focus your energy on what will get you the results you want. The more focused and intentional your actions are, the faster you'll reach your goals. What if today you decided to stop trying to do everything and instead chose the one thing that, if you focus on it, will get you closer to your biggest goal? Focusing on the right actions means you're able to direct your energy where it counts, allowing you to accomplish more in less time. When you focus on outcomes, your energy doesn't get drained by unnecessary tasks. Instead, you're laser focused on what moves you closer to your vision. So, what if you could achieve far more by doing far less, by simply choosing where to direct why? Our energy and attention? Imagine the kind of results you'd get when you take deliberate, focused action on the things that matter most. The power is in your hands. Focus on what moves you forward and leave the rest behind. What if I told you that the key to lasting success is not about working harder or pushing through more obstacles, but about staying flexible and adaptable in the face of change? What if I told you that the most successful people are the ones who don't rigidly stick to a plan, but instead know how to adjust their course when things don't go as expected? Imagine for a moment you've set a goal, you're working toward it, and then life throws a curveball. What if you didn't get frustrated, but instead quickly adjusted and found another way to keep moving forward? Most people get stuck because they're so attached to one way of doing things. When obstacles or challenges appear, they panic or give up, thinking the only way to succeed is to follow a specific path. But what if I told you that success isn't found in sticking rigidly to a plan? It's found in the ability to pivot and adapt when things don't go according to plan. Flexibility isn't weakness. It's a strength that allows you to keep moving forward no matter what happens. What if today you decided to embrace the idea that your success is built on your ability to adapt. Instead of trying to control everything, you allow yourself to adjust, learn, and keep improving. By staying open to new approaches and finding different ways to reach your goals, you'll move faster, smarter, and more effectively. When you let go of the need to be rigid and embrace flexibility, you open up the possibility for endless opportunities and growth. Success is found in adaptability, and the moment you make flexibility your ally, your journey becomes unstoppable. What if I told you that the key to achieving your biggest goals isn't just about strategy or willpower, but about believing in your ability to succeed before you even start? What if the moment you fully believe you can achieve something, everything begins to shift? Imagine this, you're standing at the start of a massive challenge, and everything inside you is telling you that it's too big, too difficult, or you're not good enough. What if, instead of doubting yourself, you chose to fully believe in your success, not because it's easy, but because you know you are capable of overcoming whatever comes your way? So many people are held back by self-doubt. They limit themselves because they don't believe in their own potential. But what if I told you that your belief in yourself is what makes the impossible possible? The moment you shift your mindset from I can't to I will, you unlock an entirely new level of possibility. When you believe in your own ability to succeed, you start to see opportunities, solutions, and pathways that you couldn't see before. You stop seeing barriers and start seeing ways to break through. What if today you decided to stop doubting your ability to succeed and start believing in yourself completely? That belief is the fuel that drives your success. It gives you the courage to take risks, the persistence to keep going when it's hard, and the confidence to take bold action. What if you started seeing every obstacle as a lesson, every failure as a stepping stone, and every success as proof that your belief was right all along? The moment you believe in yourself fully, you unlock an unstoppable force inside you. The power to achieve greatness is in your belief. What if I told you that the most powerful thing you can do to change your life isn't to chase after success or work harder, but to focus on making progress every single day? What if I told you that success isn't about perfection? It's about consistent improvement, no matter how small. Imagine you're stuck in a place where you feel like you're not moving forward. You might be discouraged, frustrated, even questioning if it's worth it. I told you that success doesn't come from making giant leaps, but from taking small, deliberate steps forward every day. Each day you make a little progress, you're moving closer to your goal, even if it doesn't feel like it. Most people get discouraged because they expect to see immediate, huge results, but what if the real key to success is embracing the process of progress, not perfection? It's the small, seemingly insignificant actions that compound over time to create massive change. Imagine if every day you focused on just getting 1% better. That's all it takes. Over time, that one improvement stacks up and leads to extraordinary results. It's not about doing everything at once. It's about showing up day after day and focusing on progress. What if today you shifted your mindset from needing everything to be perfect and instead embraced the power of consistent progress? Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your dream. Every effort you put in compounds over time, and before you know it, you're achieving the success you once thought was out of reach. It's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent, focused, and determined to improve every single day. What if today you decided to focus on progress instead of perfection? What if I told you that the biggest thing holding you back from success isn't your lack of resources or talent, but your fear of failure? What if the real secret to success is learning to embrace failure, not as a setback, but as a stepping stone toward your goals? Imagine this. You've tried something and it didn't work out. You feel defeated, frustrated, maybe even embarrassed. What if instead of retreating or giving up, you saw that failure as the most powerful learning opportunity of all? What if you could start seeing failure not as the end, but as the beginning of your next breakthrough? The truth is, failure is the greatest teacher you will ever have. When you fail, you gain valuable insights into what doesn't work, and more importantly, what you need to change in your approach. Every successful person you admire has failed many times over, but they didn't let it stop them. They understood that failure is simply the price of progress. Imagine if today you stopped fearing failure and instead used it as fuel to move forward. What if I told you that you can only truly succeed once you've learned how to fail gracefully and get back up? Every setback, every mistake, every failure is a lesson, if you choose to learn from it. The real difference between those who succeed and those who don't is in the number of times they fail. It's how they respond to failure. They keep going. They don't let the fear of failing paralyze them. What if today you started embracing failure as part of the journey, knowing that with every failure, you're one step closer to success? The power to break through your fears is in your hands. As we close, remember this. Failure is not the enemy of success. It is the stepping stone to your greatness. Every time you fail, you are not falling behind. You are moving forward, learning, and adapting. The key is to embrace failure. Take the lessons from each experience and keep going with more strength and wisdom. Success is not about avoiding failure, but about using failure as a tool to grow, evolve, and ultimately thrive. Good luck on your journey, and remember, the path to success is paved with persistence, resilience, and a willingness to learn from every setback. Keep moving forward with confidence, and know that every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. Thank you for your time and energy today. Stay focused, stay resilient, and never stop believing in your ability to succeed.